We just got to look at a bunch of new content that we can expect to see in the future of Tekken 8. With the live stream that Bandai Namco hosted last night, we got to look into DLC, the Tekken Shop, and talking about what new features will be coming to the game. So I'm going to quickly recap all of that for you guys so that you don't have to watch the whole hour-and-a-half event. Here we go. So here they kind of showed the roadmap that they're working with the second update happening February or March, the third update happening in April, and then more updates coming after May. So with this second update that we'll be getting, we can expect the in-game collaboration, the Tekken Shop, and character adjustments. Now for the in-game collaboration, it's free downloadable t-shirts that you can use in character customization or avatar customization. They also talked about collaborations that are happening outside of the game with merchandise like clothes, action figures, and all sorts of cool stuff. And with that, we got our first look into the Tekken Shop, which will offer a wide variety of customization options with new costumes and new avatar skins. And new items will be added to the shop once or twice every 2 weeks. I really like the look of the shop, and they did confirm that you do have to pay real life money to get these new customizable options. But they also explained that in order for them to continue working on the game, they needed it to be supported in some type of way, and this was the best way they could think of. So us giving them money, we get more content. I don't really know how to feel about it. They did a great job of explaining it though, saying how it's not just them wanting your money. They really want to improve the game, but for that to happen, they need some funding to make it worth their while. Now it looks like each costume here is about 400 Tekken coins, which I believe is the new currency that they made, and they said that amounts to about $4. I personally would have loved for it to be a little bit cheaper, but that's not the worst, I guess. But I don't know, we'll talk about that more later. But for the shop, they said while it's being updated, there will be even more free content that you can get from there, not just stuff they have to pay for, so that's pretty cool. They also talked about character adjustments and bugs that they'll be working on to fix in the game, and if you see any, to make sure to let them know on X. So that's pretty cool that Harada and his team are really listening to the fans. If you find any issues, they'll try their best to fix it. They then just went over more merchandise that you can purchase for the game, talking about a soundtrack, an exclusive display, which I had to get, figurines, t-shirts, all pretty cool stuff, and that covered the entire February through March update. So now they moved on to the third update, which will be happening in April, talking about the Tekken World Tour, kind of explaining how the whole thing works with the offline events and how to climb the ranks, when signups will be available. So if you want to read more about it, you can check it out at tekkenworldtour.com. Something I also want to mention is that they covered the topic about people who plug. If you don't know what that means, that's players who will leave the match by cutting off their internet or just turning off their game so that you can't get points on ranked match. And they basically said if you have someone who's constantly doing that to you, to report them, and then they'll take care of the rest, which could possibly lead to that person getting banned. So if you're someone who is doing that right now, please stop. I don't want you not be able to enjoy the game. If you're losing, just take the L. It's not worth it. So after all that, we finally got to what everybody was waiting for. Gameplay for Eddy Gordo. And not only that, but they showed that he appears on the menu screen. So I don't know if this is some kind of new feature to where you can choose what character you're gonna have on the menu screen, but that would be amazing. And if you've been on my channel long enough, you know I did an entire video about it because there was someone that discovered this feature months ago, but that video ended up getting taken down from my channel, but I'm gonna talk more about that in a later video. So after that, we got to look at all of Eddy Gordo's costumes and even some gameplay. And they ended off the Tekken Talk by thanking everyone for their support. So in my opinion, I thought this was a pretty good live event, giving us updates on the game and letting us know what we could see in the potential future. With the Tekken Shop coming soon, our first look at Eddy Gordo, all these in-game collaborations that they're going to be doing, and Harada was saying that you should suggest new modes that you want to see in the game on Twitter, and he might read them, like the idea, and put it in the game. He said they're already thinking about a game mode that could work like the Tekken team battles, where you get a different character after each round. So who knows, it'll be interesting to see what we get. But in these next upcoming days, I'm going to be making videos covering all this new stuff and going more in depth about it, giving my thoughts and predictions. So be on the lookout for those. If you'd like to talk to me more, feel free to join the Discord. And don't forget, I stream Tekken 8 every week with viewers. Thanks again for watching, and you'll see me next time.